Christina Resso. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast. Hope you all are doing well. Happy second of the day of the work week. We're in near the end of January in the next 11 days, and we got some cold days ahead. In some parts of the country, it's already cold. I believe in Chicago, it's at the negative 20s or something like that. And usually during those days, I'd be at home with a bowl of chili, getting paid for my day off. Ephesians 5:11, take no part with the ungodly in darkness, rather expose them. So, as you heard over the weekend, some of these, not only in addition to Trump taking away 75 country or freezing their immigration visa process, we have some protesters attacking ICE, including a Minnesota church pastor. And Don Lemon just happens to be one of them. In case you don't know who this fella is, because he's not a gentleman, uh, he was the former uh, CNN anchor a while ago, running into Megyn Kelly. He sexually essayed another man by touching himself and putting his hand near the guy's nose and asked him which genitalia he preferred between male and female. That's as discreet as I am going to get or can, because this is also being recorded on YouTube, so I have to be careful with language. Isaiah 5, this is woe to the wicked. Starting at verse 11, God's word says, woe to those who rise early in the morning, that they may run after strong drink, who tarry late into the evening, as wine inflames them. They have iron and harp, tambourine, flute, and wine as their feast, but they do not regard the deeds of the Lord, or see the works of his hand. And then he goes into, therefore, my people go into exile for lack of knowledge. Pretty much going in rebellion, and the results are not very good especially when God judges people. So this was a warning to the children of Israel. Judgment, restoration, until unfortunately Isaiah, and it's the same, the whore of Babylon as it is today. Um, Isaiah was one of those prophets. Unfortunately, he was sawed in half. This is New York. Don Lemon attends the 35th annual GLAAD Media Awards. Okay, that was back in 2024. And then he reportedly joined a group of anti-ICE protesters. This was in relation to, I guess, in protest as the 37-year-old mother who wanted to utilize her car to run into some ICE agents, and they pew-pewed her in self-defense because a car is a deadly weapon. And yet these people want to protest as if they did something wrong. So they say, according to the protesters who barged in while the Sunday services was going on, this was the 18th. It says, according to reports by the Daily Mail, many attendees had to leave the church after allegedly being harassed by protesters. Meanwhile, videos of the unrest situation have been going on viral on social media platforms such as X. Following the incident, a clip of Lemon has been making rounds on the internet in which he claimed to have had no knowledge of the demonstrators until he followed them into the church. Yeah, right. The justification popped up after Lemon began facing backlash, with many claiming that he was he who made the allegations against the pastor. Further in the video, Don Demon Lemon, this is what they say on the news, urged the individuals to ask questions of the organization in charge who organized the protest in the first place. The churchgoers expressed disappointment and annoyance when anti-ICE protesters stormed the church premise. So this just had a lot to do with the pastor being an ICE agent. So they said they felt angry, violated, interrupted. Meanwhile, an independent journalist who also jumped the group's protesters entered the church, spoke to the pastor about the situation. No one is willing to talk. I have to take care of my church and family, said the pastor before asking Don Lemon to leave. So according to him, by the New York Post, protesters claimed that David Eastwood, that's the pastor, I believe, no, a recent pastor at the city's church, was also working as an acting field office director in ICE in Minnesota. The outlet further reported that while a David Eastwood is listed as an employee at the field office, it is not clear if that's the same man as the church pastor. And then they have Lon Armstrong. One of the protesters told Lemon that the place could be a house of God with someone directing ICE agent to create havoc. Armstrong further stated that she was reverend and a lawyer as well as an activist. Okay, and then they report Renee Good, the lady that was pew-pewed by ICE agents after attempting to run them over. So this is all chaotic. Just follow these news. This is why I asked you to pray for our nation in addition to the persecuted church. Christina Resso, thanks for listening. May the Lord bless you, keep you, and may his light shine upon you. I'll talk to you as soon as the Lord wills it.